Okay, we can
Got
start.
on your minds? Any questions, any thoughts about tonight?
It's a lot. Can we start with Darvish? The way he handled the lineup and specifically making sure that there was nobody on base for Ohtani today seemed to be really important.
Yeah, you was fantastic. Threw the ball exceptionally well. You know, all parts of the lineup, including Ohtani, and give him a ton of credit for keeping the focus and concentration. You know, to be able to go grab that seventh inning, that was obviously pretty important.
What did you make of the commotion on the field today?
That's a pretty broad question, man. Series started with the comment about a fight and punching, and we're gonna beat them to the punch and all that. And somebody brought it up to me, and I don't read a lot of the stuff. No offense, but we've been punching on the field all year, and hostile environment. What I got out of it was a bunch of dudes that showed up in front of a big hostile crowd with stuff being thrown at them and said, we're going to talk with our play. We ain't going to back down. We're going to elevate our game. We're going to be together, and we're going to take care of business.
Do you have an update on Bogarts? What is he dealing with?
He was cramped up, so we'll see. No more tomorrow.
Leg, calf, quad, what was it?
It was a hamstring.
Mark in the front.
When Betts hit the ball to left field, did you think that was a home run? And how important was that catch in terms of changing the momentum of the game?
That was big. We get off with a 1-0 lead. Toddy puts another good swing on a baseball. Did that several times tonight. He's been doing it. Go back out, and Mookie puts a swing, and Pro got him. So it's a big play. Kept the momentum on our side, and we just took it from there.
Russell.
Mike, when you talk about composure and your team being able to, despite the success and everything going on, keep themselves composed, how much pride does that give you, where it seemed like from the broadcast, Manny brought everybody together, had a conversation that you guys can deal with that in-house without you having to step up and say something in-game?
Yeah, no, I went on the field to make sure my players were safe and make sure there was some precautions taken. Dan and the umpires crew, I thought, did a really good job in a tough situation. They kept their composure. Fine balance between, figuring out getting them off the field. We're trying to get you out there for the seventh. The guys are wanting to play, making sure guys are safe. So I felt like the crew did a really good job. So hats off to Dan and that group. And then we talked a little bit on the field, and then, to Manny's credit, his leadership gets everybody. He's able to share, how we want to compete in the dugout with our group. And, it was impressive, and just it brings us even closer together.
From a team standpoint, with your outfield, specifically with Fernando and Jackson and Jurickson, what they can do both offensively and defensively, how big of an advantage is that for you, especially going into a postseason where you never know where you're going to need them, whether it's offense or defense?
Yeah, no, it's good. We want to win on every side of the ball. You mentioned Robin, Mookie. Toddy made a really nice play on Hernandez's ball. Arise with a little pick, but specifically the outfielders, when guys can beat you in every different area of the game, that's how this game's played, and that's how we like to play. So Pro, Jackson, big day for him again. Pro's bunt I thought was exceptional to kind of get us going again, to open it up, and Toddy being Toddy. So, they're ballers.
Standing up on the left.
Mr. Shildt, right here.
Okay, sorry.
When that thing happened in the top of the seventh, did you ever think about maybe you need to change Darvish, or you wanted him to finish that inning?
Wanted him to finish the inning. He's thrown the ball exceptionally well. Everything was working. He was magnificent again. I didn't probably articulate that well enough earlier. But now we're in, talked to Ruben about it. It's a long delay. I don't know how long, but it was multiple delays. We've got things coming at Pro. We got things coming at Toddy. It was a long. And, first at bat, he walks Will. And, so we got Jason going in case. But settled down, made his pitches, and, got his guys.
One last one for Mike. Finish up with Barry.
Mike, just a couple of things. So Darvish was warming up through that whole thing too. And as he's adding up the pitches, it's sort of like I'm looking out there, go, don't throw too many, don't throw too many. It's kind of like you're wasting it at that point. And like you said, then he walks the first guy. So, I mean, it was obviously a disruption for him as well as he was pitching, right?
Yeah, clearly a disruption. As far as how much, Darvish threw, I mean, this guy's experienced guy, so I think he knows how to self-regulate what he needed to do to get ready for the inning to start again.
Also, on the Ohtani at bat, where he threw like just a mixture of like 80 mile an hour and 70 mile an hour curveballs. To your point from yesterday, finding a way to get him out, not throwing fastballs down the middle. And then the final one was the hardest pitch he threw, and he just chinked it back to the mound. I thought that was incredible pitching for him.
I do too. Pitching is the disruption of hitters' balance and timing. That's why I feel comfortable about our guys. We have a lot of really talented arms. You was really good at that. The back and forth is the timing, the in and out is the balance, and he was able to do that masterfully tonight against the whole lineup.
And then the one last thing is that, did you think the whole thing kind of started with Tatis getting hit there, and then Manny and Flaherty going at each other for a while, and then kind of devolved into that 7-inning thing?
Yeah, I don't know how it got there. I mean, listen, there's competition between the lines that's going to take place. That again, we don't really look to start anything. We're not going to take it. That's going to happen in high leverage situations. How that happens is no excuse for what happens in the stands and things being thrown at and safety of our players. There's no escalation to that. We know, both sides know this is a competitive series. We're going to compete hard. They're going to compete hard. Things are going to happen. We can leave that on the field. But as far as anything happening, in a stadium like that with towards our players, that's just not acceptable. And I know we're about to go back to San Diego with a very, very loud, raucous, aggressive, hungry crowd that's going to be super excited and going to be getting after it. But I know also that we'll stay classy, San Diego.
All right, Mike, thanks. We'll see you back in San Diego.
What's that again?
When you were in Phoenix, you guys were talking how many times Tatis was getting hit.
Didn't love it.
No.